Everybody, and welcome to the channel. It is Car Chronicles Day and I am in the car. I'm sitting in traffic going like 6 miles an hour, rush hour. It is after work and I've actually been off work for almost 2 hours and I have not gotten home yet. I went to 2 big box stores looking for some gardening supplies. I was duped into going to the orange store, and I hope you know what store that is. That store did not have what I was looking for. I was told they had it, and no, they did not. I don't shop that store too often. Every time I do, or I would say the vast majority of the times that I do, and it's rare that I shop at that store, there's always some kind of issue with my product. I've got to take it back, or it comes to me in the mail and it's all broke up or jacked up. And so I try not to shop at that store too often because something about the product that they have, the quality of service is just not up to par. And I'm gonna give you a story. This is what happened. I was at the orange store, right? Looking for some wood, working on some projects. Needed to get some additional wood cut because I was not cutting any more wood. So I go up there because that's not a store that I generally go to. I asked the gentleman because, let me back up. There are about 4 to 6 gentlemen in the area where they have wood. Not now one of them, and you heard me say that right, not now one of them gonna ask a lady, does she need some help? Get some wood. And I know. When you go to these stores, it is self-service. You get your own stuff. But I would like to think that chivalry isn't dead. But apparently in that store, it is dead, not buried. Oh baby, it's cremated. So all these men folk running around, nobody asking me for no help. So I was like, all right, I got it. Let me, get myself together because I ain't trying to hurt myself. I'm mature. Things don't want to work the way they need to work sometimes. So I get the wood, right? Pulling the wood off the rack, putting the wood on the buggy. First of all, let me back up one more time. I've never gotten wood like that. So, you need a special buggy for wood. You just can't get the regular buggy. So no buggies to be found. No carts or whatever you want to call them. So I'm going towards the door where, the contractor door. And the men see me looking around. Nobody asked me if I need anything. I see a female coming through the door. I said, ma'am, can you tell me where I can get a cart that I can put some wood on to, she goes, oh, let me take you over there. Let me show you where it is. And I'm thinking to myself, see, you see what I'm saying? In my mind, you see what I'm saying? It takes a woman. It takes a woman to help a woman because these jokers, woohoo! So not only does she take me outside, she takes me over to where they are. And I thank her profusely for her assistance. I get the buggy, I go back inside thinking, okay, now I have a cart. I have a different cart because I had a cart when I went over there, but I needed a different cart to get wood. You can't just put wood in a regular cart, y'all. So I change out the buggy for the cart that I can put wood on. I grabbed the wood. Okay, now the story I'm about to tell y'all, because I said I had a story, right? So I finally find someone with an orange vest, and I said, I need some wood cut. Is that something that you all do? Because I know I usually go to Lowe's if I need wood, and they have cut wood for me in the past, and that was many, many years ago. And I mean no disrespect. I don't shop at this store, so how am I gonna know? I don't hear any wood being cut. So this smart aleck gonna tell me, yes, we cut wood. We need to have at least 12 inches or more, or we can't cut the wood. And oh, by the way, we cut wood better than they cut wood. I said, excuse me. I'm not meaning any disrespect, and I'm not about to get into no turf war about cutting wood. I'm asking you, do you provide the service? Because I don't hear nobody cutting no wood. And y'all have all these aisles blocked off with the chain saying you can't go back there where I would assume the wood cutting machine would live. He gonna tell me we cut wood better than them. Look here. I need wood cut because I'm tired of cutting wood. I don't want to hear about your war with the people in the blue. I go to the checkout. I'm in the line waiting because there's other men, you know, they got their wood too. Sitting there waiting. Finally, I get to the checkout. This gentleman, much older than me, he is definitely a senior citizen, all white haired. I go to checkout, pull out my card, and because I know that personal theft, identity theft is a real thing. Pull my card out, put my card in the machine, you know, I'm covering it up with my hand, put my number in. He has the audacity to say, well, your number is no good if I don't have the card. I looked at him and I said, it is not about you, okay? All I wanted was some wood. I didn't want all this drama. Got my wood, so I get outside. I don't expect anyone to help me because no one was helping me indoors except for that woman. That's trip number 1. That was trip number 2. This is trip number 3 because I've gone to get wood 3 times. I went back to the blue store because the blue store, there's always someone who's eager to help you. As a matter of fact, I've had customers come up to me because I was in the garden center. I had 3 men breaking their necks like about, ma'am, let me help you get that. Let me help you get that. Pick up the compost that I needed and put it on the cart. 3 customers helped me out. So I get to the checkout. This is the blue store. I have everything on the little rolling flat cart because I needed a lot of compost that day. The young lady checking me out says, would you like someone to help get that in the car? I said, as a matter of fact, I would. I'll pull the car up and I'll wait up front. She goes, okay, no problem. I see the young man. He walked right past the checkout. He heard her. He meandering, got his little drink in his hand. You know, he doing a little sign. He going about his business. I go get my car, pull my car up, and I'm waiting. I'm looking at my watch, and I'm looking at the door, and I'm waiting. My buggy right there waiting for somebody to help me out. That little youngster over there skipping and bebopping out by where they have the flowers outside the blue store. You think he turned around to help me? No, he did not. Oh, I was some kind of hot. Because he saw me walk out the door. He heard the conversation. He walked out the door behind me and went over there where they have the tomatoes on the front of the blue store. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my goodness. So I get out the car and I say, you see, it's not my day. This is why I don't do these kind of things after work. I get up early on the weekends and do what I got to do because I don't have time for this right here. So I get out, I get myself in the car, going about my business. A little hot, but I get it, you know. This is trip number 3, like I said. I mentioned it before. No one in the store in the wood section is willing to help. They're looking you all the way up in your face, looking in your mouth. They're watching you pick up the wood. And none of these men, because there was 3 of them today, none of them willing to help. Nobody opening up their mouths, right? So I'm like, here we go again. So I get the wood. I already found the cart. Get the wood. Already picked up the compost I needed from the garden center because, you know, I was ready today. Had my gloves on and everything. Get the wood, got my compost. I roll on over to the checkout. I check out. Checkout person was kind, courteous, everything. Nice. I get to the car. Before I get to the car, right, I see 2 women coming towards me. Customers. I'm in the blue store, 3rd visit. And I'm crossing the street trying to get to the car. One of the females says to me, ma'am, can I help you? Do you need some help? And I said, no, in all honesty, I think I got it. My car is right there. She says, no, you need some help. I said, you know what? Yes, I do. I need help with the soil because the soil is a lot heavier than I need to pick up. She goes, let me help you with that. Customer. They need these people to work for these stores because the people that work there, they're not willing to help. This woman took the soil out of the bath. Well, it was actually the flat rolling cart. Took the soil off the flat rolling cart, put it in the car. She goes, you got the wood? I said, I have the wood. Thank you so much for your help. She goes, you're welcome. And off she went. Look, y'all, courtesy goes a long way. It really does. And if you work in a customer service oriented job, it's your job to help customers. And if you're telling someone to pull up to the curb and you'll send someone out to help you, then that's what you should do. You should send someone out to help these customers, because guess what? That's your job. So that's my rant for today. I have wood right here, y'all. Can y'all see that wood right there? Y'all will see the project that I'm working on. I'm not going to video it because it's not that crucial. But then again, I might show you what I'm doing. This is just a quick little, put together project. It's not like I'm cutting wood, but I might. We'll see. I'll determine that when I get to the house. But this is a little something that I'm putting up. I've had the brackets for this for probably since 2015, 2016. There's a theme. If y'all have not figured it out, there's a theme with me. I buy stuff and I hold on to it because I know in my mind that I'm going to need this at some point. And I bought it and my spouse was not able to use it. So now we can use it and I'm so excited about it. So I'll take y'all along when I get in the garden. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm doing with this wood right here. So I'll see y'all in the garden. Bye. I am finished with the project I was telling y'all about. I'm sweaty, I'm hot, I'm going inside. But I didn't want to show you me putting it together because the box says it's relatively simple. It's not. Anything prefab is not relatively simple because of all the offcuts and how things don't fit together correctly. But I'm going to show you the box and I'm going to show you what I did. And if I can find it online, I will put it in the description box below if you're interested in something like this. I have had this product since roughly 2016, I want to say. And this is the first time I've even opened the box and taken it out of the box. But when I have a vision about something, I go with that vision, even if no one else has it, even if I can't bring it to fruition, it's there and I act on it. So let me turn this around and let me show you what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I bought a stack it bracket off of the big box store online, the one that we all shop at. And it has many uses, but one of them is stacking wood. And I have a fire pit and I have a chimenea, and I wanted to be able to stack wood for that, as well as possibly giving myself some privacy, because you can stack this wood as tall as the 2x4s can take you. So also you can stack, you can make it into a storage rack. Let me see if you guys can see that. You can make it into a storage rack. You can make it into a workbench. You can make it into a plant stand. You can make this into shelving. I do have a second stack it bracket. I only needed one for stacking the wood. So let me show you let me show you what I did. Like I said, the 2x4s are 2x4s. Sometimes they have knots in them. Sometimes they have cut pieces. Let me go around here. Sometimes they have pieces where when they were milled, they're not completely squared off. And so I had trouble getting them into the bracket. And as you can see, they fit in like that, like a little puzzle. They fit in like that little puzzle. Now that little piece of wood was just scrap wood I found on the property when I moved in. I kept little pieces of wood. I actually would need a longer piece of wood, and I do have some longer pieces of 2x4 in the garage. I can bring those out. I just didn't at this time. I'm just going to set those there like that. But this is what the stack it bracket has done. It has given me space to stack wood over here for my fire pit, for making ash, for my chimenea. And if you do not know what a chimenea is, I'll put a picture in at the end of the video, and I'll put a description in the description box below. But this is what I have created over here. This is my stack it area for my fire pit. I still have not put the floor in yet, but I'm working on several different projects. My fire pit sat in a box for probably 6 years. We finally took it out in 2016, and now it is old and rusty after sitting for a long time. I will eventually need to probably buy a new one. I'm going to try to keep this one as long as I can. Once this one is just so far gone, I'm going to repurpose it into something in the garden, a plant stand, and then I'll buy something probably like what Ession's family garden has. He has a beautiful fire pit that he picked up. I saw one like that in Costco, so that might be an investment down the road. But we like to sit out when we can create a fire and sit in front of the fire. But that's all I've done, y'all. This is the car chronicles. I'm sorry we're not in the car. I had to show you this outside of the car, but this is what I put together, and this is what I used. And so I'll see you in the car the next time around. Bye, y'all.